UMK has released all 7 songs to us for their final, which will be on February 26th, when Finland will decide which song will be the successor to Blind Channel's Dark Side, getting them their best finish since their win back in 2006. The selection is amazing again this year, and I'm having a hard time choosing which my favorite is. So let's get into it, shall we? I want to start by applauding Finland for their national final process. Releasing a song one day at a time at a set time and having a premiere gives each artist a chance to have their moment in the sun, even if when we get to the final on the 26th, they don't have a great performance or don't have a great showing in terms of votes. I kind of wish other countries would adopt that. Releasing 20 or 30 songs at once means that if there are some popular ones in the batch, they could get overshadowed. And maybe some other songs that you might otherwise like, you may never even listen to. So I do want to credit UMK for that. I think this process is great and I wish other countries would adopt it. But now onto the songs. So song number 1 they gave us was Cyan Kicks with Hurricane.
Just like a hurricane, we're tearing down the walls, not gonna settle for less, we know we're powerful.
Hurricane for me feels like the spiritual successor to Blind Channel's Dark Side. This is the up-tempo, heavy rock song that is going to get the crowd on their feet, that is easy to listen to. The lyrics are nothing complex, the arrangement's pretty simple, other than after the first chorus into the second verse, when you get a little bit more of that guitar riff going, it kind of levels out there and stays pretty steady and up tempo, which for a rock song you would hope it would do. I don't think it really needs to go to a next level. It's already great in its own right. I think her voice is amazing. The visuals, I would say, from this video, I think were better than most of the other UMK entries. So if you're going off of just visuals, I think this entry will stand out compared to some of the others. This is one of my personal favorites. However, I've kind of got a group of 4 and then a group of 3. And this kind of falls into the group of 4 that I really, really like. The second song released is Bess with her song Rum Pom Pom. Of the 7 songs released, this is the first one in Finnish, and I can't really classify it as anything other than a certified bop. I have had this on repeat non-stop. It's, the Rum Pom Pom part I think is one of the best parts of the song, right? Because it's very easy to sing along to, because if you don't speak or understand Finnish, you probably won't be able to sing along to the rest of it. Though I find myself humming the melody. It's very easy to kind of groove with and even hum along to. She's got a little bit of attitude. I can see the staging being very edgy, very sharp. Even as an American, I know who the Rasmus is. I know the song In the Shadows, though I haven't followed their career much outside of that. But we're here to talk about Zebel. First time I heard it, thought it was okay. This is fine. This is a good song. It's a steady rock song. I think I preferred, at least at the moment, I preferred Hurricane in terms of the 2 rock songs in the competition. But as I continued listening, and as I kept listening, I think the Jezebel chorus is more of an infectious hook than you think it is. Very easy to sing along to once you have the words down. The flow of the lyrics is very kind of set. There's not a lot of stagger. There's not a lot of words very quickly, and then it kind of stretches out. It's all pretty much the same pacing the whole way through. This is the song that's chosen, which a lot of people think it probably will be simply because of their name. I hope that's not why they get picked, but it might be. That this song will be very successful at Eurovision. I think it's great. I think it's going to do very, very well. The song is written about regret following a breakup. It's an enchanting journey. It feels like a soundtrack, a summer vacation, and it's a breath of fresh air, I think, in the current crop of UMK songs, which a lot of them feel either very serious or very hard. This is the light one of the bunch. This is the one that you're going to kind of just sit back, relax, and enjoy how they're going to stage this. I'm assuming gold. I can't imagine anything other than the color gold. She's wearing gold in the music video. She's got like a gold shirt on, and it's all very kind of bright with sunbeams coming in the window. And that's how I'm hoping it's staged. That's the feeling I get from it. Whether or not it's going to be successful and help itself in getting votes, the fact that it really comes all the way down like it's going to end, and you kind of get this little plucking of the strings, and then all of a sudden it just ramps all the way back up again for one final chorus before tapering off into the last vocals. I think this one's probably not favored to win. I don't think it will. I think there's other options in here that people are going to gravitate more towards, but I would be pleasantly surprised if it did end up winning. I think this is probably my favorite entry of the UMK bunch. I think it's very good. So we're on to the 5th song, Oliveira with Thank God I'm an Atheist.
Thank God I'm an atheist, 'cause I don't wanna face my sin.
I worry for this song. I worry because it's a really, really good song, and she has such a sweet and innocent voice. And the visuals that they used in the video, if they can use something like that at the UMK final, if they can have her maybe suspended and floating through this kind of planetary void with sand at her feet, I think it'll be extremely powerful. But the title of the song is Thank God I'm an Atheist. So although Eurovision National Finals may not be the common clientele of a religious or Christian audience, certainly anyone watching, I can see them being turned off simply by the title itself and saying, I'm not going to vote for a song. Dangerous approach. But we've seen dangerous entries at Eurovision that are even more aggressive and more abrasive than something like that, because some individuals might feel uncomfortable listening to someone talk about something like this. Very easy to listen to. It has its highs and lows, where when you hit the chorus, you just get that big bass drop. I don't think this will win. I think the song title alone is going to hold it back, which is a shame. And the 6th song released was Tommy Lantinen with Ilama Kantamoah. It's very easy when you see an older individual representing someone or trying to represent someone for the Eurovision Song Contest to write them off as either a joke entry or, something that's just kind of thrown in there for fun. I don't necessarily think that's true with Tommy's song. I think it's actually a decent song. It may have a little bit of cheesiness to it with the Harley Davidson line, and some of the visuals are a bit funny and a bit kind of off the wall. At the end of the song, I was left kind of wanting more. It's very catchy. It kind of reminds me, in a good way, of an anime intro. And you kind of feel a little bit energetic, kind of pumped up by what he's singing. You kind of want to go fight someone. Okay, maybe not go fight someone, but you get the idea. All that being said, it'll probably end up coming last or at least bottom 3. There's so much quality in this national final. I just don't see any way that it somehow even gives us a shock win or even a shock top 3. It's good. It's very good. I can't wait for the performance. And just yesterday, we got song number 7. That was Isaac Seen with Kuma Jaba. This is the sexy, soulful, fun, playful entry of the group. Deep bass line that's going to get you dancing, that's going to get you moving. He's got an amazing voice. Looks like he's got a little bit of dance moves too. It was an interesting choice that by default, when the video started playing for me, that the English lyrics closed captioning was turned on. So for the other entries, I don't believe it was turned on by default. You could enable them to see the English lyrics of, say, Rum Pom Pom or Su Numero. On first listen, it was very difficult. I had to actually pull away from it because trying to read the English lyrics while trying to listen to him sing the song was very disjointed because they're two different languages, right? They're apples and oranges. You can't line up with what you're reading on the screen with what he's singing in Finnish. So once I turned off the English lyrics and listened to it, it's a really good song. It's not my cup of tea. I don't know how this entry is going to do. I feel like this is the wild card of the bunch. Could pull a shock victory, but could also finish 6th or 7th. He's got a lot of style. He's very flexible. We know that he's probably going to get into some very sensual positions potentially on stage. This could be a very racy performance. But sometimes that's what you need. You know, you need to catch everyone's eye. You need to get everyone's attention so that everyone remembers you at the end of the night and votes for you. So that's it. That's all 7 entries. I think the Rasmus will end up winning. I just think the name, I just think who they are, the fans that they have. You know, we saw the blind channel televote come through last year. That's going to be amplified, I think, this year for the Rasmus. They are competing against another rock song in Cyan Kicks with Hurricane, which I think is a better rock song, and I think would have probably a better shot to do well at Eurovision. But you know, Jezebel is a great song. I think probably a safe qualifier if they perform it well. So anyway, let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win UMK this year. Do you think it's the Rasmus? Do you think they've got it on lock? Or is there another one waiting in the wings that no one's talking about that's going to sneak up and steal the victory? Either way, we'll see you next time. Take care.